right after us. So let's check in with Colin this morning. Hey, Colin, what are you starting with?
Well, the nickname is King James. He's the most powerful athlete in the history of this country. And if you doubted it, it has been on display in the last 24 hours. That's coming up.
Well, speaking of that guy, Colin, the Lakers were finally hitting their stride before the boycott of games, and the Blazers are officially without Damian Lillard, who left the bubble to take care of his injured knee. Game 5 was scheduled for Wednesday and will now be played either tonight or sometime this weekend. So, Shannon, what do you expect when they do play this game?
It's over now.
Well,
yeah, I expected to close it out, Skip. You expect that?
So.
You expect that also. Look. The Blazers have struggled to score points. They were averaging 126 points, yet they get 103. And they don't have an answer for LeBron or AD. And it wasn't like Dame was guarding either of those guys. But they're going to really struggle to score now, Skip. And so I expect the Lakers to close it out. LeBron James will go on and do what he does. Miss trip dub, clear quarantine.
You think so?
Yeah, he might not even been there long enough to get that trip dub. Yeah. But it won't be long. It's over.
Well, I don't expect the Blazers to boycott. I expect them to forfeit because they probably should. I thought maybe on Wednesday they could dredge up what was left of their pride, and they could reach down and they could put up a fight and not let LeBron front run on him like he did the previous game.
They did the front.
Nope. Now Damian Lillard is gone. They have had to wait 3 endless days in the bubble to get eliminated. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 Cancun, and it's going to be over and out for the Trailblazers. They're going to lose by 35.
That's the worst feeling ever, Skip. I remember my brother and I, we would act up, and my grandma was like, when I get you home, I'm going to cut your... I mean, you just got to sit, you just got to think about it. You think... So they've been thinking about this for 3 days.
And wait.
Knowing little Goat James going to go off him and AD.
Yep, and I think Rondo will have time to be back.
Well, that's what you get.
Back in
you
business.
shouldn't have won game and see if you went ahead and lost game for it. It'd been over with.
Yep.
But no, you wanted to play hard, so we got to make you suffer.
Really?
Yep.
So, advantage LeBron, way to go. The pressure is now on the Lakers. They should be prohibitively favored to win this championship. Clippers are in disarray, psychological, emotional disarray.
We went from the Blazers to talking about the Clippers.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's how we're going to end this thing. Jeez, I have so many questions. Good stuff today, guys. That is it for Undisputed. We'll be back at the same time Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. The herd is either tonight or tomorrow, but reports are that tomorrow is the more likely scenario. It's taken several players' meetings as well as back and forth with owners to be able to resume play and continue the playoffs. So, Shannon, where are we now, really, with all of this?
Well, what the NBA did by boycotting the other day, Skip, it brought the issue back to the forefront that was in everybody's view before they went to the bubble. That's what they did. They paused. MLB even took a pause. MLS took a pause.
Yep.
The NHL took a pause. So now, this wasn't just a sports story, Skip. This was a news story that not only sports were talking about it, other channels that don't really cover sports were talking about why the NBA players boycotted playing on a particular day. So it brought the attention right back to where the players wanted it to be because they felt it was being forgotten all over again.
Yep.
They say, no. You're getting too far away. You're not talking about it. We don't feel that we're being heard again. Let's push the brake on this.
Yep.
Pause this for just a second so we can shine some light, give voices to, and then we start this thing over again. So I thought I think they did an excellent job. I commend the players, everybody that says, hey, let's shut it down for a minute. And now, owners, politicians, you say you care. Skip, I hear it like, oh, I care, Black Lives Matter. What you gonna do about it now?
Yep.
What are you really gonna do?
All right, I hear you, and I agree with you. Yet, the most frustrating moment from what I read about that 8 p.m. Eastern Time meeting on Wednesday night came when Andre Iguodala, for whom I have huge respect, Vice President of the Players Association, stood up and asked the room full of players and coaches, does anybody know about the Senate bill before the legislature in the state of California? It's a landmark bill about police reform.
It's watered down.
And nobody knew anything about it.
No.
Nobody knew anything. So, again, I'm not that political, but I've read a lot about it. It is watered down, but it's about certification of police officers or decertification.
Yes.
It's a huge start toward what could be the way to control the police forces going forward. And yet, it frustrates me because the Clippers and Lakers, and that night they both were threatening to sacrifice the rest of the season.
Right.
And then my man Shannon Sharp is saying, action, we need action. And it made me think, why couldn't LeBron and Kawhi have gone to Sacramento before the bubble? Because clearly it was on the docket already. It's about to be voted on. It's in trouble right now.
Right.
And again, you say it's watered down.
Yeah.
But the point is, it wasn't watered down in the beginning. And if some of the more powerful Clippers, Lakers, I don't know, Golden State Warriors, Stephen Clay, could have gone to Sacramento to lobby for it, that's action. They're such powerful figures. They could go and turn heads in Sacramento, to me.
You know what happened, Skip? The police unions got to it.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
Well, I know, but that's what you're up against.
Yes.
This was an attempt to undercut the police union's power. And it would have if it could have sailed through as it was written in the beginning.
I don't think that was ever going to be the case, but I agree with you. People should just educate. I think we got to stop just focusing so much on the big picture. Skip, I think sometimes you just look at the top. Man, it's a beautiful, oh, man, we got to get to the top. And everybody's looking at the presidential election. But there's a lot of steps along the way.
A lot.
A lot of steps that can go towards a long way of this bridge that we need to cross. The local, hey, you got to get on the down ballot. Everybody's just looking at the up ballot, the big at the top. But it's those down ballots, Skip, that goes a long way into dealing with what we want to and trying to get accomplished.
Okay. The best thing about all this, for what it's worth, there has been huge awareness created about what you just talked about.
Yes.
People are starting to think about it because you're talking about it and they are talking about it.
It brought the attention back to what matters. I think that is what you said, Shannon. Proud of these athletes, but you have to ask the question, how will it affect them? How's LeBron? How are the Lakers? We discuss what they are standing with next.